back here because we felt it in Lexington too.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there and I'm like, because I was on the second floor.
Oh.
I was like, did a truck just hit the house?
It would have been 2 years. It was when I was a freshman is when that earthquake hit.
Yeah, it was, like I say, it would have been about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
because
3 years ago.
It was not too long before I moved back.
So I remember my math teacher talking about, I was on the shitter.
This is sad. We're having to remember
these. It sucks to be on the shitter and be one of those guys that's buried.
It's like, I had to wake up in the middle of the night.
At least I got water.
The last thing is like just straining to get one out, and then all of a sudden there's just this rumble, and you're like, oh man, it's
you're like buried 3 days with like a turtle peeking out.
At least you got a place to go, right?
No, what sucks is being in like one of those mobile.
The toilet would probably burst.
Think about it. Porta potty, earthquake, just knocks you over.
Some construction site somewhere, just people pissed off.
The earthquake's just strong enough to knock your porta potty over.
That would indeed suck.
It's like that one thing from Cape Girardeau like 3 years ago. It was a real small one, but it was enough that the cars moved back and forth, and some salesman got trapped in between two cars and had to have like half a leg amputated. And that was the only injury in the whole damn thing. It was just complete unluck, that he happened to be there. It's like, damn, dude, that's just God just like fucking with you. Like, look, I don't even have to do anything to fuck your leg up.
Well, I don't know if he ever did it. One of my college math teachers was working on a book about people who died in embarrassing ways.
On magnets.
Like strange deaths.
Like
people who go out on an icy day and try to open the garage door and get impaled by an icicle.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he ever wrote the book, but he was always talking about it.
It's killing your magnet.
What?
Yes. I've got a book that's just Tennessee, weird deaths in Tennessee, and the weirdest one that I liked was there was a guy who was riding a motorcycle and he was going by a truck that was carrying a whole bunch of pieces of drywall, and one came off and sheared his head straight off, and the bike kept going for like a mile and a half before it finally laid down.
Wow.
Like amazing.
Okay.
So
yeah, guys, just take it easy. Don't do things that are going to make me have to talk to Ted.
Okay.
And we'll all be good.
Okay. What's the name of the hot receptionist? Isn't it in the paperwork somewhere?
What's her name? Susan?
The one that's not... well, she is Jesus, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the Jesus freak. I really need to get a laptop. Got it all on the wiki, and I've got it all on the novel writing program.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move over to Greenhouse. 1 and 1 is just too. It's like it ain't no big deal anyway.
What happened to the computer that was in here?
It's back downstairs.
No, it kind of bugs me that I don't know her name.
So insert name here.
Yeah.
She's real Jesus-y.
Yeah.
We'll say
Missy Files.
Donna Phelps.
Missy Files. No, not Donna. She's got a name, damn it.
You can just name her whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway, her.
Yeah.
Annabelle.
Might try to hit on her a little.
Okay. She wants to tell you about the Lord.
Yeah. I'm like, I grew up in Tennessee. I know all about the Lord.
Well, okay. So what's your name, Missy?
Pull the Jake. Now, how do you pronounce your name again? Nicole? God, that was the greatest thing ever when you did that. I just want to use that every day of my life.
Did you even get someone's name?
Yeah, Jake forgot, and her name's Nicole. And he was like, and then what did he said something like, I thought you might like pronounce it with an emphasis on like a Nicole or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, it was like, I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. That's weird. Oh, it was beautiful. It worked though, I think. I'm not sure. Of course, she wasn't the brightest crown in the box. Oh.
Alright, so you guys hang around a little while.
I guess wait for the
other
meeting.
people start showing up.
The A team that actually fights the real monsters.
Virgil Dupree shows up and he's got this crazy big pot of shrimp etouffee. some gumbo.
Somehow it is like super redneck guys like that are just like the gay guys you see on the food channel
Yeah.
when it comes to cooking. They know what to do.
Oh no, you got those super rednecks who cook the shit out of stuff.
Yeah. Somehow they deep fry all of it, but it works.
Yeah. And eventually everybody, all 50 or so people are gathered around the table. Rick,
I'm just gonna sit down.
Rick, who's been drinking water for the last little while, seems to have sobered up a little bit.
Now he's just annoyed.
Yeah. All right, guys. As you know, we have a little goblin issue.
Little. Sorry.
Quite a few goblins. These one of our newer teams, newer assembled teams. Some of these guys have been with us for a few years.
They just keep putting you with the rookies.
My sins.
Yeah, huge L.
I've been here for 3 years.
They managed to pull a little Auschwitz working, and which I know Ted wants to hit this later, but a reminder: if you're going to be doing anything potentially harmful to civilians, you need to check and see if there's any special precautions.
We check for
Take
civilians.
those precautions. Yeah, and like I say, I understand how the confusion happened, I'll be able to explain that to Ted later on in the private meeting. Ted.
I'm better with field work than I am with the paperwork.
Yeah, understandable. That's the important thing. To take out the monsters. You see, you can tell Ted's a little miffed when you say that.
Yeah.
The Dupree brothers took out some skunk apes out in the swamps last week. About 3 of them. Good job, guys. Yeehaw! Yeah! Should have seen that sucker.
Did they have sex with it first?
It's entirely possible.
Or afterwards?
Maybe before.
Even more possible.
You get a skunk ape, you brag about it.
We've also had a few other little altercations. Some more of the goblins that were probably part of the crew these guys took out. We'll run into, fortunately, there's only been the one death from the goblins as far as we know. The skunk apes did get a family of tourists. And that two-faced good, isn't it? Let's see. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet.
Oh, shit.
We got a couple of reports. There was a report that the Sultan was back.
Huh?
The Sultan.
Of swing.
I don't want to mess with the Sultan.
Yeah, nobody wants to mess with it. Fortunately, it seemed to be a false call.
Good.
We went out to the old house and...
How about had a code brown?
Yeah. Sultan's bad news, but... we get calls about the Sultan all the time. They all turn out to be false calls, thank God. Or maybe thank Allah, I don't know. Whoever's keeping him where he's supposed to be, I'm happy with. Report on the house, not going good. We've got some more paperwork to do before we can start remodeling. There's some application fees we got to try to come up with the money with, so if anybody's got any fundraising ideas.
Sell bread.
Your picture with a skunk ape? $5?
Well, we could start. We still got a lot of chemicals left. We could start up an extermination side business.
I don't think the city would think too much of that.
Yeah, there's permits involved in that too.
Yeah, it'd probably cost more than what we make.
Fortunately, Susan, I think Susan's the receptionist. Susan thinks she can get us a grant that might help us out a little bit. She's working on that.
Some Southern Baptist Association.
Susan, could you go check on that grant and bring us back some? We might end up all having to wear crosses now. Just if they ask you if you love Jesus, say yes. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yeah, nice grant from the Southern Reformed Baptist Church of Jesus Christ, Hallelujah, Southeast Conference.
Yeah.
They might be willing to help us out a little bit in our work destroying the demons and enemies of the Lord.
Once
I
we
know
look at
where
the
we can get
paperwork,
some
it's
other
like, here's
crosses.
$200 and a free snake pit.
What? Snake pit? I don't want to be around those snakes. Not since I left the church.
Oh.
Snake Plissken, maybe?
Anybody needs to work on the marksmanship. We're gonna have running out at the local shooting range next Saturday. You'll have to pay for your ammunition, but otherwise no charges for use. Gonna need to get somebody to take a look at the bus. It's been missing out lately. So if you or one of the other guys could handle that next time you're in for in-service, that'd be great.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't have much. Anybody else got? Before I turn this over to Ted, anybody else got anybody?
Yeah, I've got something to say. I just want to apologize to everyone. I believe a lot of people have heard that we mishandled a recent encounter, and it was a rash decision that wasn't thought through. That won't be done again.
All right. Well, it's Ted's turn to talk a little bit. Glad you recognize your mistake.
Mine.
Very important, as you all know, that we follow procedures. The rules are there for a reason, to preserve human life, which is our number one goal here at M-Force. And Rick has talked to me. I was all for having some mandatory extra training, but I've had a conversation with Rick, and I've decided, for now, we'll hold off, but consider everybody on probation.
Does that mean no drinking and such?
You don't drink on the job normally, do you?
I know.
I believe on page 73 of your employee handbook there is a very strict regulation about drinking while on duty
I wouldn't drink
or while
duty.
on call.
I wouldn't even imagine it.
All right. Well, keep that in mind. I know we got to fight the monsters, but there's other things we got to do.
We're not going to get any of those fancy bracelets, are we?
What?
Ankle bracelets? Monitors?
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, shit.
We don't have the funds.
Well, we probably couldn't afford them anyway, but and I realize you guys are working here with nothing. I mean, Atlanta office, we had 17 helicopters and a SWAT van and 56 full-time agents, plus all the part-timers, brand new cars. And I realize y'all don't have that and y'all have to cut corners, but we can't cut corners on the rules and the proper procedures. I just want to remind everybody of that. Now, if we keep having problems, we will need to redo some training with some people. Might even have to put people on probation and keep them from monster hunting for a while. And you know
we were all on
that
probation.
after we lost all those, well, but you're on on-duty probation. I might have to put some people on off-duty probation. And since we're about half the number that this office used to have back before Katrina, that would hurt the office and people might die. We don't want that. Okay? All right, team, go.
Where are we going?
You can tell everybody hates Ted. Yeah, all right.
He's definitely the TPS report cover guy.
Mixed with a high school football coach.
Oh God, the varsity blues.
I'm so
My
lucky.
grandmother can fight monsters better than that.
And meanwhile, she's like, "Yes, I can."
It's not his grandmother. So, everybody, be safe out there. New schedules for watch duty and in-service going to be posted by the end of the day. If anybody has any special requests, let me know. Anybody got different hours at your normal jobs or anything like that. Otherwise, we got some etouffee, we got some crackers and shit, and Granny brought some mashed potatoes and green beans. Don't call me Granny, you son of a bitch!
She's in a good mood today.
And Susan made her meatloaf, so dig in, guys.
Meatloaf. It's got a cross of ketchup in it.
Yes, it does. So,
All right, then.
As soon as that meeting's over, I leave.
okay.
Go
My
hang.
pizza's arrived yet.
Yes. Yeah, your pizza's arrived right as Ted dismisses everybody.
Good. I brought pizza.